Hello, I'm Cheryl Hicks, and I'm the Executive Director and CEO of the Toilet Board Coalition. The Toilet Board Coalition is a business platform working with businesses and stakeholders to build the sanitation economy, which we believe is the opportunity to transform sanitation systems from unaffordable cost to sustainable and resilient sanitation solutions. And amongst our members, we have a number of businesses that are really innovating sanitation systems around the world. And we are showcasing in this video series the different solutions that sanitation economy businesses are providing. And we have here with us today Nazir Pandor, the CEO of Live Clean in Zambia. And I'll let Nazir introduce his business in Zambia, a sanitation economy business. So Nazir, can you tell us a little bit about Live Clean and your business model in sanitation?
Yeah, thank you so much, Cheryl, for giving me this opportunity for being part of this webcast. It's always good talking to you guys at Toilet Board, and you're such a big help to our business. But what Live Clean is we are a social enterprise company that builds and operates and maintains public toilets, public sanitation facilities in the high density areas of Zambia. And we know, the statistics show for themselves that we are one of the countries that lag dearly when it comes to public sanitation and, public facilities, wash, sanitation, and hygiene. So we just do our part to make sure that we kind of mix folks in the middle to try and provide sanitation facilities for water, clean toilets, as well as hygiene products to low-income people throughout the country. And our business model has kind of plateaued right now. Before, when we first started, we essentially built sanitation facilities from scratch, and got the best available location and made sure a lot of people were there and built it and just went with it. But now we're realizing we need to work with a lot more people, especially the government, to make sure we start to roll out the same sort of facilities, the same products, the same things that we want to roll out. We want to work with the government to do that, because essentially we have to have their help in gaining as many people as possible to use our facilities, but also to be aware of public hygiene and public health. So our new model is now working with different local councils, different local authorities to maintain their sites, to operate their sites, get them off the burden, because we know that our local authorities do not have the resources to continue maintaining and operating the sites. They're already stretched thin in their budget. So now what we are doing is we're reaching out to all the councils across the country and saying, hey, look, Live Clean can essentially do this for you, rid you of the burden of maintaining the sites, and then we do it for them, which helps our business model so that we can achieve impact at scale, but also helps the councils because they have a reliable source of people who can provide sanitation for their communities. So this is where we are now, and we're currently starting that pilot this month. Hopefully, we get to roll out as many sites as possible. But that is Live Clean. We definitely want to solve the sanitation crisis that we're in, which of course ties to COVID and ties to so many other health-related diseases, cholera, diarrhea, so many different things that Zambia has faced. So we definitely want to do our part for that.
Thank you, Nazir, for outlining, Live Clean and your business model. I mean, can you bring it to life for us? So we don't have a picture, although if viewers go to our website at toiletboard.org, they can see a video, I know, of your sites. But can you just bring that to life? Like, what do the sites look like? These are public toilets. How does a public toilet become a business?
Yeah. So, aside from the video, bring it to life. So we get a good amount of land, whether it's it's a block or in the middle of a market or at a border, and essentially we turn that around into a facility. Now, before we used to turn it around, make containers, build containers, fabricate containers, and design toilets in them, build the soakaways and the septic
So these have toilets, but toilets, so they also have showers.
we now, because we never had a use for them before, now we're going to start operating with them because we found markets that actually demand them. Whereas in the markets that we are now, there was not a lot of people residing in them. So now in the market that we're going to next, which is in the northwest province of Zambia, there are people who are saying, we live here, so please provide this for us. So we're going to continue that. But essentially the site will have a container-based toilet design. In it will be separated male and female, and we'll have a cashier's box that sells the hygiene products, and then the water kiosk, washing stations, that sort of thing. Now, when we're moving forward, we're essentially building an existing site. A council will already have an existing site, which is depleted. So we will essentially refurbish it. We essentially make it into brand new. Make the pipings work, make the washing stations work, make sure there's water, make sure there's electricity, all that sort of thing. Have the same model, but reduce our capital expenses, which definitely helps our model moving forward. But when you get into a site, you will have a place where you can buy hygiene products, from sanitary pads to cleaning products, personal hygiene products. Then you go through and you will have your toilet base, and male or female, you go to where you go, and then you have your things to wash your hands, and then when you come out, if you want access to water, and at affordable prices and in big amounts, we have a water kiosk there that you can do that. That is the basic premise of the picture to life.
You have a structure, a public toilet structure with multiple toilets inside, yes, and you've just described multiple revenue models then for how a public toilet becomes a business. So if I play it back to you, do people pay to use the toilet? They pay for hygiene products that they might need, feminine hygiene products, I think you said. They can pay for water. Anything else? What else can they buy?
Well, I think we try to center it around those acronyms of much, right? Water, you pay for water. Sanitation, you pay for sanitation, whether it's sinks or the actual toilet. And hygiene, you get the products, right? So we center it around those factors because that's the business that we're doing.
And then the additional business model, you've added another business model then, which is an operations and maintenance model for sites that you don't own. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. But essentially what that is that we get into an agreement with a local authority and say for a specific amount of time, we will run your site. So essentially we're operating the same way, but making use of already existing structures in already existing markets. So we don't have to start from scratch and putting in a host of money trying to build up a site. And then for that period of time when we agree with the local authorities, we either hand it over, or we continue running it for them, depending on how successful the relationship is for the period of time.
And how many sites are you running at the moment?
Yeah.
How many sites?
We have 3 sites at the moment. We have 3 sites in the main capital city of Lusaka. And by the end of August, we will have added 2 more sites. So we'll have 5 sites. And the 2 sites are going to be.
And how many people does that serve on a daily basis?
600 people to 700 people across all 3 sites per day.
And Nazir, what would it take to, because I know you have scale up plans, what would it take to scale up this model, to serve everyone in the capital that doesn't have access to sanitation, where public sanitation could be their main source of sanitation?
For us, scaling up, we've come to understand that when we're looking at impact at scale, you have to kind of look at it in this way: is whether you have a model that essentially makes a lot of profit so you can build upon more sites, or you seek partners from outside that will help you fund building up sites. But what we realized is, because we're dealing with such a really sensitive industry when it comes to disposable income, countries like Zambia do not spend a lot of money, or at least citizens don't spend a lot of money on personal hygiene. COVID has sort of changed that. We are seeing a lot of people, buying more stuff about personal hygiene, but when we're talking about low-income people, there's very limited budget to spend. So we're fighting with a very limited wallet size. So now what we're saying is, what we realized is, for us to scale up, we have to essentially increase our provision for the sanitation facilities, which will increase our impact, which will increase our foot flow and make it as affordable as possible, make all our products as affordable as possible. And that's where we need kind of the help from external funders and all that, and external partners, the third-party funders and all that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, to increase that food flow and to increase our users, our products have to be very affordable, but they have to be rolled out as many as possible.
Right.
So we can reach. That's why right now we're moving away from Lusaka, we're going into Sulawesi, which is in Northwestern Province, and we'll start to move around the country as we go.
And in 5 years' time, what's your goal in terms of scale, in terms of coverage?
So in 5 years' time, we hope to get to at least 23 to 25 sites across the country. And it's not going to be that's a conservative number, but a realistic number. We're trying to make sure we work with as many local authorities as possible, but as well thinking about the processes of getting a site open and getting all this paperwork. But 5 years from now, looking at 23 to 25 sites across the country in multiple provinces and cities, reaching at least over 3 to 4 million people.
Fantastic. And you mentioned COVID. I mean, and we were talking, just before we turned on the recording, about the situation in Zambia. But in your observation, I mean, how in Zambia, in Lusaka, at your sites, how has COVID-19, both changed the behavior of your customers, changed your offerings, and how do you see the future outlook around sanitation and hygiene in a post-COVID world?
So yes, as we were speaking before we started recording, COVID-19 has been a very interesting case for Zambia because we haven't really been hit with so many, positive tests like, a lot of countries around the world have experienced. So I think we're quite lucky in that sense. But there is the government pushing for us to still wear masks and still making sure we adhere to the, to the highest esteem of, public health awareness, or, washing hands and that sort of thing. So our markets still have activity, but we have a lot of people who are aware that washing hands and wearing masks and using sanitizers is still important. Where we found ourselves in this fight is that we became a practical example of that. It's one thing to, say you need to wash hands, that you need to wear a mask, that you need to wear sanitizers. But what we used our sites during this fight was to say, okay, this is what you need to do. Here's a site where you can do that. We will teach you how to do this if you do not know how. We will continue raising that public awareness factor, educating people, showing people that this is a practical example of essentially saving your life, or at least what the Ministry of Health and the government is saying how you should save your life. So COVID-19 presented us with a very interesting, buying, a very interesting way of promoting us, being just let's get people and let's make them die, let's get the revenue up. But it became the practical example. We showed them how washing hands, makes sense and how it saves lives. And moving forward, we see the impact of it, that the more we roll out the sites, the more we enter different markets, the more they will start to have that behavioral change, right?
So the education,
they will see it.
And your public sanitation centers become education centers, health information and education centers as
exactly.
well.
They become they become behavioral change centers, if you want to actually call them, because then people can get to actually be practical about it. So that's the biggest part of what COVID has done.
And have you seen increases, just sort of daily usage or water, hand washing increases in
So what we've seen is like I mentioned earlier, we haven't been as impacted so we haven't had a reduction in the number of people in the markets that we serve. But we have seen increases in the amount of people who use them by about 5% to 5 to 7%, which is really not bad, because 5 to 7% in our business is quite a lot. Because we don't have, we don't have a mass amount of people making so much money to use this facility. So that's quite a bit for us. So we are seeing an increase in people, using the toilets and washing their hands, and yeah, it's been quite cool.
And how you've been Nazir, you've been part of the platform. You came into Live Clean last year, the part of the Toilet Board Coalition platform. Yeah. So what kind of support, speaking to our members and the other stakeholders network of the Toilet Board Coalition, how, especially in a post-COVID world, how can a network help Live Clean?
So I think Live Clean has been already helped tremendously by the network of the Toilet Board Coalition, because the amount of people we've learned from the network of people that we know has considerably grown over the time that we've been with the Toilet Board, of my time in the last year. So already we're seeing a lot of advantages being known.
So learning from other businesses, learning from other sanitation businesses like yourselves.
Yes, that's been a really good thing. So the other part of it is, of course, the pool of investors that want to help in trying to build the wash industry across Africa, across sub-Saharan Africa. So that's where the Toilet Board Coalition's network really pays off as well. But I think one of those key things is just the knowledge exchange. The business exchange. What are you going through? What am I going through? What synergies can we have? Maybe there's something I can learn from you. So that's been our biggest resource, and hopefully moving forward we get more investors in, and them a little bit more. And now, yeah, so we get
to that 25 goal, 3 to 4 million served.
Yes, that's what we're trying to get to.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nazir, for all of your hard work in Zambia, and also your learnings are also fruit for our other businesses in the network. So we really appreciate your active engagement, and thank you for sharing your solution, your sanitation economy solution in Zambia. And we will be live with all of our solution providers in the network of the Toilet Board Coalition on our channel at Toilet Board Coalition. So please visit us, and till next time. Thank you, Nazir.
Thank you.